Hello friends, welcome to a new video. The first thing I'm going to do is introduce you to our newest family member. This is Chevy. He'll probably want me to put him down. He doesn't want to be handled not on his terms, obviously. He wants to be handled on his terms. I was trying to get his cute, adorable little face in the camera for you guys. Once he gets more used to us, I'm sure he will come hang out more often. But right now, he's a little jumpy and nervous. But my two boys get along good. He gets along great with Levi, and they play and everything. He may stay with me. He may not. I don't know. You gonna stay with me? He's purring. He's happy. Today's review is The Serpent and the Wings of the Night by Clarissa Broadbent. I love the cover on this book. It is so pretty. Yeah, he's already jumped down. It is book 1 of The Crowns of Nyaxia. I will read the little description for you. For humans or vampires, the rules of survival are the same. Never trust, never yield, and always, always guard your heart. The adopted human-born daughter of the Nightborn vampire king, Aurea, carved her place in a world designed to kill her. Her only chance to become something more than prey is entering the Kajari, a legendary tournament held by the goddess of death herself. But winning won't be easy against the most vicious warriors from all 3 vampire houses. To survive, Aurea is forced to make an alliance with a mysterious rival. Everything about Rain is dangerous. He is a ruthless vampire, an efficient killer, an enemy to her father's crown, and her greatest competition. Yet what terrifies Aurea most of all is that she finds herself oddly drawn to him. But there's no room for compassion in the Kajari. War for the Nightborn crown brews, shattering everything that Aurea thought she knew about her home. And Rain may understand her more than anyone, but their blossoming attraction could be her downfall in a kingdom where nothing is more deadly than love. So obviously it's a romance. It is definitely for adults 16 plus. Obviously the main characters are Aurea and then Rain, and the king of the vampires, Aurea's adopted father, his name is Vincent. The goddess of death that they're talking about is Nyaxia. And then Rain's best friend, her name is Mish. A couple of the other contestants that have a decent impact is Ibrium, Angelica, and Ivan are the 3 ones that I thought to mention because we hear a lot about them throughout the book. And then there's a couple of Jasmine. Jasmine is Vincent's main captain of the guard, and Septimus is one of the princes for one of the other houses, but he plays a role. He definitely plays more of a major role in the second book, which I have started but I haven't finished. So it's in first person, written from Aurea's point of view. I like at the beginning of every chapter they do a flashback that is in third person, and it's sort of talking about Aurea's life and how she came to be before this. I think I was trying to remember if the last one is for Rain or not. I guess they're not before every chapter, but in front of several of the chapters. I know, see, this is the problem with doing the video after I've already started the other book. I can't remember if the one about Rain is in this one or the next one. They do have a little glossary at the back as well, telling you what the different terms mean, which is kind of nice. And the different houses, the House of Blood, the House of Night, and the House of Shadow are the 3 main houses of vampires, which is cool. I never actually read through the whole thing. Most of them are pretty easy to remember, but it's nice that it's there, so if you have trouble remembering what things are, you can go back and look. So obviously it's a competition where she was raised as a vampire, but she is human, so like all the time the vampires see her as cattle pretty much, like food. They see humans as a food source, not as people per se. But they don't drink just human blood. Like, they talk about how they drink a lot of animal blood as well, and obviously, just like in Twilight, how the carnivore blood is better. But you don't really get into too much detail about that. To them, like, obviously human blood is the best, but blood is blood. It does the job. I feel like the characters were really in depth. Like, there's a lot of twists and turns and a lot of... I can't think of the word. Depth is not right. Growth. You see their growth. You see how, especially with the little flashbacks of how Aurea was when she was younger and why she is the way she is now, and like her mixed feelings about some of the other characters. Like, she knows she shouldn't trust them because she's human and they're vampire, but like she kind of needs Mish and Rain for part of the competition. And, like, trying to learn how to trust when she's grew up in a place where the only person she can trust is Vincent. So you see growth there and everything, which is really great. I feel like that it was a fairly evenly paced and slightly on like the fast side. Like, it was very smooth but fairly fast. Like, there's a lot of action in the book. The competition has several trials that they have to do, so like they're all locked in this one castle that's specifically just for the trials, and obviously there's magic involved, and like there's downtime in between when the trials are held. There are no dragons. The world building is good, and there's a map at the beginning. I forgot the map. Maps are great. I love maps. There's a map at the beginning. It's not the best map, it's just a basic one, but it is kind of nice. Obitrays is the world of vampires, and it's just one big continent, and if you get off the continent, I mean, I guess the vampires can travel, but this is their homeland. And most of the other world is just regular people, not vampires. But obviously, regular people live on that continent as well. Again, they're fur fodder. The vampires don't really care that much about them. That's how vampires are. Right away, you learn that Aurea is the serpent, because that's what Vincent calls her, his little serpent, which is nice and sweet, in a vampire kind of way, being called a little serpent. I would compare it to, like, I can't remember the names of it. Shadow and the Ember, Jennifer L. Armentrout, where there's a girl who is fighting the life that she's living and doesn't want to live it anymore. Except this one, her father actually teaches her how to fight because he wants her to survive. Not because he wants her to rebel against him. The whole time he's trying to keep her safe, but protecting her in an offhand kind of way. I did like the way this one ended, knowing that there was a sequel. It definitely, there were some twists that shocked me. There were some things that I figured out. But how it ended pretty much is how I figured out it would end. Like, things that happened and you're just like, okay, that makes perfect sense. Obviously, there is a lot of death in this book because there can be only one survivor of the competition. I can't remember the name of it already. I should have wrote the competition's name down. And there's ways to get out of it. Like, I'm not going to tell you. Okay. No, I'm not going to say anything because that's spoilers. You'll just have to read it to find out. But I did like the way it ended. Knowing that there is a sequel. Like, obviously, it does end on a cliffhanger. But not a crazy bad cliffhanger. Like, I've seen worse. There's some that I just want to scream, like, Onyx Wings. Or Onyx Storm. Onyx Storm, that was a bad cliffhanger. Yeah. Rebecca Yarros knows how to do a cliffhanger. I would give it a solid... I would give this one a 4 out of 5 stars. It exceeded my expectations. Definitely great writing. The plot was engaging and different and exciting. But still, you know, the classic try to overthrow a corrupt government and whatnot. Complex characters, emotionally moving. Definitely loved it. Definitely a page turner. I'm not sure if I will ever reread it, but I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I own it. And I highly, highly recommend it. 4 out of 5 stars. I will put the link for the second book once I've read it in the description box below. Please check it out. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe. I hope you liked our new little addition to the family. Hi, Levi. Now the other one shows up right at the end. I will see you guys all in the next video.